Hello, this is Tim Law with Planet Forward Coaching. Going to have a phenomenal guest here with an amazing young man doing some incredible work. So, hello to Alex Raymond, who has, understand your video business of Alex Raymond films.com is going gangbusters. So, tell us a little bit about it, Alex, and great to see you.
It's great to see you too. So yeah, I guess from the last time we talked, I'll somewhat repeat what I said before. But I got into wedding videography by shooting my sister's wedding in 2018. And that was the first wedding I shot, and I was in the wedding. So the video sucked. but, but from that video,
multitasking, yes.
yeah, exactly. So yeah, like I couldn't really do my best work because I was in the wedding. But from that video, other people enjoyed it, and I got to shooting other people's weddings. And so my sister and I made a business called Raymond Media, and we're ending that business this year. And she started her own photography business, and I just started my new videography business called Alex Raymond Films.
Well, super. Let me ask you this, Alex, because again, a wedding day is a very emotional time for the bride and the groom. And what are some of the key advantages and benefits that you can, kind of offer, some of these wedding parties that you video and everything?
Yeah, for sure. The wedding day is definitely stressful. There's a lot happening. You want to be kind, you want to be funny with your couples. You don't want to push them to do too much. But there's a lot that happens that kind of separates me from other videographers that happens before the wedding as well as after the wedding. Before the wedding, I'm calling with them, having meetings with them, to go over the timeline, go over what they want in their package to really ensure that everything runs smoothly throughout the day, and that I know that everything that's happening on the day and that there are no surprises, and go over everything that they can expect from me, because I'm going to set up lights. I want to mic them up with microphones during the day. So I have meetings with couples, and then after the wedding day, it doesn't end. Some people think like once the wedding day ends, edit the video, send it to them, and then it's done. But that's not the case. I follow up with them because sometimes couples want more edits because they feel like they missed the day. So I like to offer, special deals after the wedding in case they want more stuff. And I keep them in the loop. Before, not too long ago, it was hard for me to keep up with couples, just emailing everybody saying when their wedding video would be ready, whenever I would get behind. But now I have an editing queue that I post on Instagram, and I just tag everyone, and it's super easy for everyone to stay in the loop, and nobody's mad at me for, waiting for their video.
Sure.
So yeah, it's really nice.
Very good. Now, what kind of, I know you'd let me know that you actually did a wedding like in Colorado. What is your normal travel distance? Because obviously, if you're going to go out there, whether it's for friends and family or somebody like that, obviously there's considerable cost to go that far. What is your normal comfortable travel distance, Alex?
Anywhere. My goal is to get into destination weddings.
Oh, okay.
And so Colorado was my first destination wedding, and that was like a random couple I found on Instagram. I was like, I'll shoot your wedding for free as long as you pay for some of my travel, just so that I can get a destination wedding under my belt.
Sure.
And so they gave me $1,000 toward travel, and I still had to cover more travel out of my pocket. But that was fine with me because I got some amazing content that I can advertise for myself.
Yeah. And if you could, what kind of couple are you looking for as far as, putting all your professionalism, your time and everything like that? And because there's certain people that, because of complaints or whatever, it's just not worth, going down that road, because obviously we're not going to please everybody. But what is kind of if you could kind of put out there an ideal couple for you, what would you be looking for there?
Yeah, an ideal couple usually you can usually tell through the initial inquiry.
Hmm.
On my website, I have an inquiry form where you fill out all your information, like tell me little bit about yourself, and from that initial inquiry, you can kind of tell, like, yes, we're going to be a right fit, or
Hmm.
no, this will probably go nowhere.
Hmm.
Some couples, like I just got one yesterday, that are like, fill out all the information. We're like, hey, we've been looking at your work. Your work is awesome. We really want to work with you. Let's set up a call. And you're like, that's cool. Let's do it.
Hmm.
Let's set up a call. Let's start a conversation. And other couples inquire and they just say, we're just looking for prices,
Hmm.
you
Hmm.
know? And
Yeah.
we're like, I don't, it's not my job to persuade you to
Right.
want me. Like,
Right.
I want you to want to book me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I always tell my couples, like, whether it's me or somebody else, like, I don't really care, like, if you book me or not, but
Sure.
I want you to want to book me.
Right. Right. Well, it's
Yeah.
always best to be the hunted instead of the hunter. And what's interesting is that, when you get people trying to, bring you down on price or whatever, there's a great line you can use. And I learned this from this Alan Weiss, who's one of the top consultants in the country. He says that, okay, yeah, that's okay. What part of the value do you want me to take away? That's a great, thing to throw back at the couples. And, because again, you can't be everything to everybody. And if they want, the certain things, certain prices or whatever, I think, adjusting and taking certain value things away is a great response on your part.
Hmm. And the other thing is not pricing yourself too cheap,
Hmm.
because, like, believe it or not, the cheaper your prices are, the more picky the couple will be about your video.
Sure, sure.
But if you invest in your videographer and your photographer, you're investing in that trust. You're
Hmm.
investing in their professionalism, their expertise.
Hmm.
And so you can, like, let them do the work. And so right now, like, I've heard this from other wedding filmmakers that say, like, yeah, when my prices were cheap, the couples were a lot more picky. But
Hmm.
now that I'm charging, like, all the way up here now,
Hmm.
like, they have no problem dropping that amount of money and then just letting me do my thing.
Sure, sure. Absolutely, absolutely. Well, it's obvious, Alex, that you've got a strong passion for this, as far as doing quality productions. What would you say your main why is as far as this kind of work? What's your strong why for doing it?
Like I mentioned before, I want to get into destination weddings.
Hmm.
I want to travel more and
Hmm.
shoot, like, I just want to shoot really cool stuff.
Hmm.
I want to go to, like, in Colorado. Like, one of the things I wanted to do the most when I got to Colorado was take drone shots of the mountains.
Yeah.
I was like, that's, like, I want to get some awesome Colorado scenery, you know what I
Hmm.
mean?
Sure.
And I obviously don't want to shoot weddings forever, but I want to be at the top of my game before I stop shooting a
Hmm.
wedding, if
Sure.
that
Sure.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, I want to
Totally.
be traveling everywhere shooting weddings
Hmm.
before I stop
Yeah.
shooting weddings.
Sounds fantastic. Super. Well, Alex, this has been wonderful. And give us your website again. I'm going to put that at the very top of this, but go ahead, give us that website again.
It's alexraymondfilms.com.
Okay. Okay. Very good. Any last second things before we close off here? And can you hang for a minute?
Um, Not that I can think of. I also do some commercial work,
Okay.
and you can find that on the website as well.
Hmm.
But yeah, my website's mostly tailored for weddings.
Yeah. And I did review your website and was very, very impressed with it for sure. You've done a great job, getting that set up. So well done, Mr. Alex Raymond, and great catching up as always. And just hang for a minute, okay?
Sounds good. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.